a lot, but we're 8 hours away from it all being over, at least the proposal process. And we couldn't have done it without you, Breaches. You really put in a lot of work, and I think you deserve some time off. Okay, and I'll pass it over to Lauren.
Cool. I'll praise you back, Griff, because you've been doing such a great job on fundraising for the QF matching pool. It's so amazing to see all these projects just jumping in and donating and yeah, guys, we got a matching pool. We're going to be running this thing soon. It's so exciting that we actually have funding coming in. And also, I just have so many people to praise for QF, so I'm putting them separate, but I'll massively list them together. We've got Cherik, Franco, Carlos, Mohammed, Nicola, Ashley, Mary Jaff, Monique, Amin, Almond, Rodri. So many people, basically everybody in Giveth is working really hard to make sure that QF gets out, from project outreach, from designs, from writing tweets, from front-end development, back-end development, all the testing going on. It's tons. I'm running around coordinating with you all, but we wouldn't be able to do it if we didn't have such an amazing team. So basically, long praise for everybody helping with QF. And I'll stop there because that was a kind of a cheat. And I will pass it to Suga.
Thanks, Lauren. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I have some cheating ones too. I also wanted to praise all the QF team, of course, Lauren and Carlos, and I know loads of other people are working on that. And my other two praises are, I want to praise all the East Barcelona people, another cheat. Ashley, Nicola, Omen, people who are quote unquote on my team, so I know who they are a little bit, Lauren, of course. And more, and I'll have to do a little research to do some real praise in the channel. And finally, third praise, people who are holding down the fort with grace and patience. Breaches, Griff, Pedro, Zepti, Kotabe. I know I'm leaving out some people. Yas, Justina. And I will pass it on to Wonka.
Thank you, Suga. Yeah, I want to praise Griff because I think he has a lot of stress, but he manages it very well, and I respect that a lot. And how you stand up for things, that's really cool. I also want to praise Lauren because she's supporting and donating to Gravity on Giveth. And I also would like to praise Ashley because I saw you having fun a lot in East Barcelona, and yeah, I miss hanging out with you. And I will pass it to Nicola.
Thank you. Well, I want to dish a lot of praise. I have a lot of praise, but I want to dish a lot of praise for the East Barcelona team. So Algene doing great work managing Impact Quest and being so responsive, and even dealing with the hard situations, not having internet, whatnot, and just going into messages and just doing such an excellent job at managing and talking to everyone. I also want to praise our booth coordination team, which is Ashley, Franco, and myself, for how greatly we were able to organize and decorate the booth, and also just Franco and Ashley were just holding so much ground at the booth all the time. And oh my God, I want to praise Lauren for giving such a beautiful, authentic, and heartfelt talk on the panel about how to DAO and not die. I'm gonna dish rest of my praise in the channel, and I'm gonna pass it to. I was a little bit late, so I don't know. Ashley, did you go already?
No, I haven't gone yet. Thanks, Nicola. Yeah, I agree. East Barcelona, I have so much praise to give from that. I also want to praise Franco for just being such a great host to everyone here at the Giveth House. He's been so great, making sure everyone has a comfy place to sleep with clean sheets. Super helpful if anybody needs anything. I see him just constantly working to make this place nice, as well as also being a machine online. I want to praise Mohammed for creating great documentation and giving us an awesome demo on how to set up the QF rounds in Admin Bro. That was really helpful and gave me a lot of insight on how the database is working. And I also want to praise Lauren for just being such a great orchestrator of this whole QF launch. I see you delegating things when you need to, keeping things flowing, and just really making sure it's all moving forward. And yeah, I think that's great. And I will pass it to Jake. What you got today?
We merci, bonjour, parlez-vous français? I don't, but in honor of going to Paris tomorrow, I figured I would start. Probably only Suga understands what I'm saying. First, Madame Breeches and Monsieur Grief. Well done massaging your third eye this week and taking on the OP forums. Very well done. Secondly, would be Madame Heather. You're an amazing, as good as an Olympic relay partner can be in handing off fundraising this week. I really appreciate all the help getting prepared to take that on. And hooray would be Madame Ana Maria. Awesome job with getting prepared for Retro PGF. I can't wait to man the booth with you, reporting for duty. Let me pass it to the honeymooner, Almond.
Can you guys hear me? I don't know if my connection is good enough.
We hear you. We hear you. Go for it.
Thank you. I want to praise Lauren for covering me online. I want to praise all the Barcelona people that make it possible, and I want to praise Serbi and Kesha that will be joining soon next week for joining the Giveth comms team. And I'll pass it to Grief because I don't know this is.
Sure, let's throw it over to Serbi.
Awesome. I'll start with you, Griff. I am so grateful for you to just hopping on for a very impromptu call that helped clarify a lot of things, which is a great start for the onboarding week. Thank you, Almond. I mean, you have been there even though you were on a honeymoon. I don't know how you did that. So thank you so much. And I will pass it on to I don't know who is left. Bridges.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it was being missed. My first praise is for Grief. Like, he's really an optimist person. Like, I think I had a war of feelings inside me this week, and he was super calm and happy and positive. So that is like great for leadership. I want to praise to Lauren for all the effort that she is doing around QF. It's a lot of work. I know she's tired, and I appreciate all what she's doing now. And my third praise is for Septi, Max, Justina, Shuga, Pedro, all the people who work in the Optimist proposed mission. Like, some already passed, so I'm really happy about it. And I will pass it to Mo.
Hi everyone. I want to praise Lauren for helping with the issues and just and also accepting my suggestions sometimes. I also want to praise Monique for going over the all of the design and issues related to them, and just help organize them. And also I want to praise the whole development team for launching and working on launching the QF. It's getting there. It's really nice. I think I'm the last one. I'm not sure. I pass it back to you, Griff.
Oh, there's a bunch left. Let's throw it over to Monique.
Yeah, everybody. I really want to praise all of the QF team, from Lauren to Mary, Jeff, Cherik, Ireza, Ramin, Carlos, Mohammed, Amin, everyone who helped us a lot for this epic feature. I really want to praise Nicola for great Graviton meeting that we had together. I want to praise, oh my God, all the people who attended and planned and tried to define us in the Barcelona, to all Web3 community much better. And I pass it to Tassem.
Hi everybody. Okay, so I want to praise Mo for being a great buddy and for his feedbacks on a lot of design decisions we had to make. I want to praise everybody who went to Eat Barcelona and hope you really had a very good time. And I want to praise Monique for being a great project manager and for overseeing a lot of work on Giveth. And pass to Santi. Have you gone?
Santi said he couldn't speak in the chat, but maybe we'll throw it over to Karen.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you great.
So thank you so much for giving the opportunity to talk. My name is Karen. I'm here because I am part of the team of Bankless, so I'm very, very happy to be here. I don't know you, all of you, but I know Bridges. She's awesome. I know CryptoRel. He's awesome too. Bridges talked to me a lot about you, Griff, and you, Almond, and you have been doing a great, great job. So I'm very happy to be here, and I also know that CryptoRel is very happy to be here. I'm so sorry in advance because I'm still learning to speak English. So I'm still trying to learn and be better and better every day. So as I said, we are happy to be here and talk with you about what is doing Nación Bankless. It's our little baby project in Spanish. Well, thank you, all of you, and I praise all of you for being here, for the work you are doing, and of course for inviting us to be here with you today. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Karen. And I'll pass it for you. Maybe I'll pass it to Cheo. Cheo?
Saludos, no hablo inglés. Saludo desde Venezuela.
Es bien, puedes si quieres hablar en español para decir algo sobre una persona que está haciendo algo bien, ¿no? Tú puedes.
Sí, bueno, siempre me gusta hablar sobre Almond, sobre Ashley, que siempre me han ayudado mucho en Giveth. Todo lo que sé es gracias a ellas.
Hey, gracias. ¿Es Cheo, probablemente? Gracias, Cheo. And I think to finish this off is Crypto Rue MD. Oh, I see Mitch snuck in too. So, but we're out of time. So I'll just give it to Crypto if you want to finish this off.
Yeah, of course. Happy to be here. I want to praise all of you guys because I think that you're the most amazing people in the ecosystem. You're just make the public good ecosystem like a very different approach. Now we just, our hearts are getting more purple, are getting more stronger. And I don't know, I think that the event that Almond invited you to the Taoist in Mexico, and when we go over there with Bridges, just changed your life. So thank you for all the Giveth people and all the things that you're doing. Happy to be here.
Thanks, Crypto. And sorry, Mitch, and Parfait and Pedro, we're out of time, but next time we'll hopefully get it to you guys to dish some praise. Welcome to the 170th community call. We have some big announcements. Of course, like a lot of the team some of the team, a small number of team members will be in Paris this week for EthCC. I'm giving a panel or something like almost every day. I don't know how many of them will be recorded or whatever, but they'll be, and then Anna Maria and Jake and Heather and a whole bunch of people are hosting a booth, the Retro PGF booth, funding the Commons over the weekend. So there's a bunch of events happening in Paris. If you know anyone in Paris, send them our way. And also, the big one is probably Quadratic Funding launches next week, probably. We don't announce this on Twitter because we're not committing to it. It's just we need testing help. So if you can stay after the call to do a testing party, that would be amazing. Lauren will be running a testing party. So if you want to get out some alpha, you want to see the craziness that is QF on Giveth before anyone else does, stay on longer after the call and you can help play around. And I believe one of the things we might want to test is the translations. Who knows? So yeah, and then also when we do launch it on the 18th, it would be great if people could come to test it before when it's actually live, but no one knows. We're going to announce it 2 hours after we actually launch it so that we can make any hot fixes if anything's broken and we can make some early donations. So if you're here today, then you are the lucky ones who are invited to help us actually launch QF on the 18th and test it live. So Lauren will probably explain the times around that. The other big thing is Octant. Please go claim your POAP right now. Basically, we've created a whitelist where you can vote on how to distribute $1 million worth of funding to 10 projects. And we're one of the 10 projects. So, of course, we want you to have the POAP because you'll probably vote a little bit towards us, I hope. But even if you don't vote towards us, you should grab the POAP and take this opportunity to distribute the funds. There's an old project called Golem that raised a bunch of Ether in 2016 and now has billions of dollars, or $1 billion. And they want to auction off their interest from ETH staking to public goods projects, and we're one of the first ones that they thought of. So we're very lucky about this. Definitely go claim your POAP. You probably have it. I put it in the chat. If you're not in the claims list, if you can't claim your POAP, try another address just in case. But if you don't have a project or you haven't donated over $20 on Giveth or something, you just have to go to a Twitter space and then you can claim the POAP. And maybe Lauren can explain that later too. Yeah, or now.
Also, if you're going to Paris and you don't have the POAP to visit Funding the Commons, Octant will have a booth there, and like anyone who visits their booth will get a claim link. So you can go see them at Funding the Commons, or they'll be at other events too, like Shelling Point. If you see Octant anywhere, go talk to them, and then you can claim your POAP there.
Is there a Twitter space coming up at all?
Not that I know of, but you can follow at Octant app on Twitter, and they'll be tweeting about any Twitter spaces. We ran 2 on Giveth already last week, but they have since passed.
Cool. Thank you so much, Lauren. This is and for this is huge because on average, if we just are in the middle of the pack, we would get $100,000 and $70,000 would go to the donation.eth, like our QF matching pool. That would be going to all the projects on Giveth that qualify for matching. And then we would also get 30% for us, which would be amazing just to build all the cool stuff that we like to build. Okay, that was a long time on announcements. Let's get this party started. We'll throw it over to Almond for the communications working group.
Thank you. I didn't expect that my connection was going to be this bad, so I'm going to be quick in today's slide. And if you can't hear me, please let me know. So, some ETH Barcelona highlights. It was really, really great. The results, we got 8.2 more users in the dApp, so we have 1,000 in total, and 10% more new users with 1,047 in total. We complete 38 quests in 1,000 attendee conference, which is great, and it got more engagement than December, as we had 68 quests complete in a 13,000 attendee conference. So we did it better this time, and hopefully the next time will be even greater. So we also made some interviews. We got 1,050 views in our first reel. You can go into our Instagram account and see how Nicola asked some random questions to some solar punks that we found at ETH Barcelona. And it was great. Thank you everyone that shared. Thanks to you, we got a broader reach in this first reel, and expect a new one tomorrow. And also stay tuned for a recap of the Giveth Galaxy talks that is going to be making. I'm not going to repeat the Octant info as Griff already mentioned, but if you want to know more about the Octant round, then you can tune in our recent Give Talks where Lauren hosted and we talk about these. So may your praise for Lauren for hosting these Twitter spaces. And yeah, QF Alpha round is coming. Make sure to stay tuned to Giveth Twitter and make sure to repost, retweet, just amplify everything that we're going to be communicating around this. And also to finish today comms slide, welcome Serbi that's joining our comms team. She has marketing background, so she's going to be helping us with the marketing strategy. And also welcome Keshav, our Dream DAO intern that's going to be making his internship for 2 months here on Giveth, and he's going to be creating video content. He's learning, and he's going to school for data science in September, so very excited about that. And I'll pass it to Ashley for Comunitas.
Thanks, Almond. Oh, it's so good to have you back. I'm so excited. All right, Comunitas working group. We've got bi-weekly syncs. Our builder calls, the next one will happen Tuesday on the 25th at 9 a.m. Costa Rica time. And we're going to be doing some strategizing and everything, especially because our proposal just passed. So that's really exciting. And we also host these AMA calls every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Costa Rica time. So if you're interested in contributing, or maybe you want to join the Quadratic Force, you can come, ask questions, and we'll help you to do it. All right. You want to go to the next slide? Okay, Comunitas updates. Like I said, our working group grow proposal passed, so that's really exciting. We just had our call this week, and we're currently looking at expanding our products that we've got, conducting some research in the market, removing some barriers for the community, and maybe even increasing some contributor resources. So this is some strategizing that we've been doing now that we know what level our proposal would pass at. And one of those things that we'll be expanding is the ambassador program. So we're just working to finalize the NFTs for the season 1 graduates and distribute their rewards, and starting to review ambassador applications for season 2 and prepare some of the first session materials and schedule and everything. So that is getting in the works to ramp up for season 2. So if you are interested in joining, sign up by clicking this link here, and you fill out that type form. And we also are working now to expand the Meet the Makers initiative. I guess it is now. It's more than just an event. We're going to be using this hashtag on a lot of different communications, different projects features, doing some more storytelling featuring different projects. We've dropped the themes of the event, and now it will just be newly verified projects. So the next virtual event has been planned for August 2nd, and we are starting to do outreach to project owners and get them scheduled. So keep an eye out for that. And if you guys are posting anything that it's featuring projects, or if you're posting about your favorite projects, maybe feel free to add this hashtag if you feel called to. Up in the corner here, we've got community spotlight document where you can add some. I got a couple at ETH Barcelona, and I think Franco put some on there too, and Almond I think had a few, so that's cool. We've got some cool spotlights coming up, but if you have ideas for more, please just schedule them here. We haven't been doing many Twitter spaces, but if you have great ideas, we have these documents for keeping track of ideation and just brainstorming different things, like Giveth Essentials, which we will be doing one soon about Notion. It's just we've been kind of busy, so we haven't really scheduled that, but that will be the next one. down in the corner, Gravity. I'm not sure if they're like DAO ops now or still community, but I'll keep them here for this week. And their monthly sync happens tomorrow at 12 p.m. Costa Rica time. And if you want to know more about Gravity, join the call, DM Nicola, take this awesome online training course that they just launched, and you can register for it by clicking the link. Also, if you're feeling any conflict or tension within the Giveth community, or we need to find some resolutions together, you can fill out this type form that's linked here, and one of the Gravitons will get in touch with you. And that's what I have for this week. I'll pass it forward to the Platform Circle Development Working Group.
Yeah, everybody, it's me. I'm presenting the Development Working Group on behalf of Amin, and our weekly sync happens on Mondays, 4:30 p.m. Central European Time. And let's move to next slide. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. So the updates that we have, usually we're working for GM projects each week, and you can see that we're dipping right now on ENS Swag Shop, DAppNode, pairwise, mostly pairwise on product side, not yet developing. T Academy, we had issues this week. No announce, True Blocks. And also, we got some new debugging from Stack this week. Canon is our main focus for other projects that we're doing, and also the praise. So for Giveth specifically, Lauren can update you much better than me, but QF branch is done. We're doing right now the integration and testing. And we're overloaded with lots of issues that are related to the whole dApp rather than this QF feature. Co-sub with Giveth is happening right now, and we're implementing a new UI, and we're removing the bugs. Single projects page experience revamping is also happened this week beside the QF. We did bunch of editing amendments, and we're testing it right now. Good news that we're updating to Subgraph Studio. Front end is finished, back end is in progress, but hopefully we can do it tomorrow evening so we can test it on Sunday. We had lots of bug fixes and maintenances this week that is out of scope to present it here. And thank you so much. I can pass it to Give Economy Working Group. Lauren.
Oh, it's me. It's me. Hi, Give Economy Working Group. It's actually kind of the QF and Give Economy Working Group. We have one weekly call. It's on Wednesdays. And you can go to the next slide. So yeah, testing party right after this call. You heard about it once, you heard about it twice. You should join the testing party in 30 minutes in the Give Economy channel. We're basically just going to be running through testing different scenarios on staging and seeing if we can make it go boom. We've got the round basically hopefully launching on July 18th. There'll be a $10,000 matching pool between 25 and 50 projects in the round. It'll run 2 weeks, and yeah, we're just like super excited about this, and just like the full team is working super hard towards it. So that's like the biggest thing that we're doing right now. Also, was already mentioned about the quadratic force. If you wanted to be a large donor to the matching pool, and then you can get your brand featured at the banner and get some partnership tweets, and also get some verified projects in the round. So, or if you know any people or organizations that might want to donate to this or future QF rounds, you can share them this document. It's linked there in the slides. But yeah, so QF. It's the biggest thing that's happening in the Give Economy Working Group. But we also have some other things that are going on in the Give Economy Working Group, like our working group proposal. Well, there's one up for QF and there's one up for Give Economy. So there are 2 working group proposals up there in the snapshot. If you like QF, or you like the Give Economy Working Group, or you think it should shrink or anything, go vote in there. The vote's going to be live basically until Monday. And also, We are looking into post MVP building this Give staking product. There's some designs already ready for that, but kind of like we're not looking too much at it this week. One thing we are still working on, inching on, moving forward on is bringing optimism, give backs and give power, and making sure that that we have rewards going out to people who donate on Optimism and Optimism Give tokens, and having the whole Give Power system on there as well. So working towards getting that up. We've had some back and forth with kind of like auditing the smart contracts and getting some review from our lovely friend Sam here at the Giveth House. But yeah, anyway, that's all we got in the Give Economy Working Group. Please join the testing part at the end of this call, and I will pass it on to the next working group. I guess it's maybe fundraising.
Yep, it's fundraising, and that's me. I'm subbing in for someone today. I don't know, maybe I'm subbing in for myself. Either way, we got updates. So there is a lot of grants out there that we're pushing for. We are very likely to win the Ether Classic grant and actually bring Ether Classic to the chain, which is interesting. I just recently opened up some conversations with Polygon and the ZK EVM. So maybe we bring ZK EVM over. Maybe we deploy like we did for like we're doing for Optimism. Maybe we get Give staking and give backs on Polygon. So there's some discussions early stage going there. We're also already have grants out with Mantle, who hasn't launched yet. Katabe's working on Binance and Rootstock grants. Thank you, praise Katabe. And there's always even more grants out there for other projects and grants as a service. The fundraising call is out of this world. It's on Mondays. I don't know what time, but there's so many things that we go into. We have this master grants tracking list, so where we are tracking all the different grant opportunities. But by far, the biggest grant giver in the space is Optimism. So that's where we spend that's where we've been spending most of our time for the last month or two, figuring out how to navigate the Optimism ecosystem with our fearless leader, Breachies, helping us maintain that and understand. And actually, the votes, we're 8 hours away from being done with the big proposal process. Well, actually, Common Stack has a grant through the Grant Council, and we'll find out about if they get their grant on the 15th. So that's exciting. And that would be actually with our good friend Sam at the Giveth House. That would mean that he would get to deploy the Aragon client onto Optimism and all sorts of other stuff. But for the grants, all of these 6 grants that are related to Giveth Galaxy projects are on the up for vote right now. There's maybe 7 hours left to vote, 6 or 7 hours left to vote. So it looks like DAppNode passed, Regen Score from the Trusted Seed passed, Pairwise and Praise from General Magic both passed, but economic co-design of gas fees for the OP stack is not passing right now, and neither is fueling retro PGF. Fueling retro PGF we will do anyway, because we will definitely go for retro PGF funding. But if the economic co-design of gas fees in the OP stack doesn't pass, then maybe Mitch can spend more time on Giveth. So it's a win-win here. Either we get this awesome grant and we get to build something really cool for Optimism, or we don't have such a stressful next couple of months. We will see. We'll find out in 6 hours-ish. Yeah, and there's always a bunch of other fundraising opportunities and groups that we work with. We're working with Unitap, DAOstar, Bright ID, TEC, Token Engineering Academy, DAppNode, Metagame, and other projects. And so we're not. If you know of a project that is very likely to be able to get grants, but needs some help applying, they are a perfect candidate for fundraising as a service. So definitely connect with me or Pedro or Jake or anyone else who hangs out in those calls, and we can get them onboarded. Let's just keep this party rolling over and start the design working group. I think looks like there's only one topic, Mo.
Yeah, this week we we didn't actually add a lot to the designs for Figma for Giveth. I mean, we mostly fixed some issues to add the new label for the Cube project to make it easier for user to find the project that is part of the QF. Also, we improved the owner view for the project and added more information about the Cure project and just a new way to reach to different options for example, edit project, share project, or just go over different stuff. And that's it. I pass it back to you, Griff.
Well, then I will throw it over to Mitch in the DAO working group.
Thanks, Griff. How's the background noise? Is it horrible? Amazing headphones. I'm in an airport. Who'd have thunk?
Nice. No problem on background.
Great. DAO working group. We got our governance calls happening at 9:30 a.m. Costa Rica, 5:30 Central European. Let's look at some DAO stuff. Oh, is it going to load? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so some updates. We're still waiting on few last working group proposals to hit the forum. Once we wrap that up, I'm going to start working on the second quarter of NRGive investing as soon as that's finished. A couple things on Snapshot. I think Lauren already mentioned it. We have the Give economy and the quadratic funding proposals. And I won't go over that, but please just take a moment if you have Give tokens to vote on those things. I'm really going for that grow budget. I want it, guys. I want to make the grow staking happen. So please, if you love me, vote grow. But yeah, that's there. And apart from that, nothing in the multi-sigs. There's no NRGive votes. Nothing in the Give garden. Just the good old trusty token log. I saw Griff open it already, so maybe let's switch over to token log. Wow. Quadratic funding at the top. And in second place, what the heck is Kubernetes? Who knows, but it's still there. Project discussions in third, Giveth analytics dashboard, multi-sig compatibility. I like that. That's awesome. Oh, I see that there. Yeah. Let's talk about multi-sigs. Give 5, interesting enough, still hanging in there. Giveth APIs, Giveth Pro. I like all of these things. I like them all. Adding Give powered optimism chain. Cool. I like a lot of these features. If you guys are just joining the call and you have no idea what the heck a token log is, this is where we prioritize our feature backlog of things that we build. So actually Give token holders can vote on this backlog, and that lets us prioritize in what order we build things in Giveth. So it's pretty cool. If you got Give tokens on Gnosis chain, or you have them like wrapped in the garden, you've got ggive, you can vote on this. Griff likes to do it live during the calls. Shows you the thing still works. And yeah, please check it out. Apart from that, I think that's all I got for the DAO. And soon to be DAO ops, because our working group proposal passed. So see some changes coming up there. And I'll pass it on to governance.
Yeah, that is a beautiful airport. Well done. Nice spot. Yeah, so governance working group, we share the same call that Mitch said, which is actually it's at 9:30 a.m. In Costa Rica time and 5:30. We just moved it to be half an hour, so that's fun. Reducing call time makes everyone happy. So people taking vacation, Ahmad is off this week and a little bit in a week from now, so that's great. Enjoy some well-deserved rest, Ahmad. Suga's taking off in a couple of weeks, Monique has next Thursday off, and Frischelle is traveling. I think she's going to Thailand or something cool like that, which is awesome. So she's got a few travel days where she'll be hard to reach, and might miss a few more calls than normal next week, in the next couple weeks. And then this is the Paris crew. So the Parisians, me, Lauren, Heather, Jake, and Suga, we are all going to be hard to reach next week. Probably need people to cover us and calls and things like that, because the IRL events are going to take precedent. And as far as updates here, don't forget to do your buddy review and like give some good feedback if people are doing a great job or doing a bad job. Tell them about it. People actually, you'd be surprised how much people love being told that how they could improve. It's a surprising thing, but they love it. People love it. So don't be afraid to fill out the contributor feedback form if you see something that could be better. And then as far as on the forum posts, all the action's been in our sub-DAOification working group proposals. Those are the things that everybody is talking about. So if you want to see our sub-DAOification breaking up into groups and how we're validating the budgets for each working group, definitely check out those proposals. But the biggest thing here is that we are hiring, and we actually have $100,000 100,000 give token, very big difference. 100,000 give token bonus for finding a CTO. We're looking for a rock star dev. It's bear market. There's lots of good people who, for one reason or another, are not working for that awesome project that they were working on last year. We would love that experience in the Giveth ecosystem. So if you can find us a CTO candidate that is excited to build something better than governments, send them our way, please. And we have a bunch of other roles that we're hiring for too. I think we've actually hired for a lot of these roles, but definitely apply anyway. Like, I think we probably don't need any more backend, we definitely don't need another front-end developer, maybe another backend. We're definitely looking for a full stack, and I'm not sure if we need graphic designers or UI designers, but we're always collecting applications, and if things go well with General Magic, then we will continue to hire, because General Magic is really fueling our economy these days. And that's it. That's our show. Thank you for watching that, and I'm really excited to introduce Nación Bankless. So I think maybe I'll pass it to who is it? Crypto Ru MD. Are you going to take it for Nación?
Yes, I can do it. Well, I'm actually trying to encourage Karen to start trying to talk in English. But are you okay, Karen?
I'm sorry, friend. I didn't say it. So sorry, but I'm here. Okay, let's start. Let's rock. Okay, so as I said, we are very happy to be here. Thank you for your invitation. So I'm gonna give you a little introduction. Crypto Rail is our champion. So let's go. Well, Nación Bankless is a project that is born for a necessity to have content in Spanish, because we all know that Bankless DAO, it's a community that is most open to speak in English, but we think that in Latin America, Hispanoamerica, there's a lot of people that want to know and want to be on board on what is Web3. And as Bankless DAO has a mission to onboard 1 billion people, well, we are here in Latin America, and we think that we can contribute to that number. So we started this project with a lot of love, with so many people around the world. We have people working with us in Europe, mostly in Mexico, but there are people in South America. So this is a very, very interesting team. So we are happy, and we are trying to do a lot of activities in order to onboard so many people as possible in our language, as Spanish. Spanish is a beautiful language, very complex language, we know. For that, we understand what we need content in our language. So what are we doing now? Well, we are doing YouTube videos, we are doing podcasts, we are writing a lot in our newsletter. I strongly recommend you to read our newsletter. We put a lot of love in that. And in our newsletter, we translate and we contribute with original content. Oh, for example, myself, I am a lawyer, so I am been writing in our newsletter about what is happening in our legal context. In the US, you know, it's not a secret for anybody of us that there are issues between the SEC, between Coinbase, and between Binance. So we try to write about that, but in a language that is really easy to understand for people who maybe is not so involved in Web3 and maybe couldn't understand, but we can, we think that it's possible to these people to learn, to know, and to be in Web3, that it's not so hard like it could be, we could be thinking that it's, but really it isn't. So, as I said before, this is our little baby. We are so happy to be working. We have been here, well, it's weeks since Bankless DAO is born. But we are trying to improve. We are trying to do more. We are trying to do more things in order to achieve that goal. So we can onboard a lot of people in Spanish, in our language, that could join in this Web3 travel that is really exciting.
Yay, I love it. Can I turn on my camera, since I think that sometimes I need to see what type of things I'm saying. Congratulations, Karen. I'm sorry to give to take you to the sea without parachute. Sorry, but I think
that's okay, buddy.
You did it great.
You know that.
Here in Nación Bankless, we are trying to take the sub-DAO ecosystem further than the only translation and content creation. We're driving to start like talking about decentralized science. Also, we're going to start making some NFTs for the people to reward for all the gifts that they already give to us, all the support. Sorry, I was looking for that word. And also, we are looking to make our own DAO. So one of the main objectives of international media nodes, that the nodes of different languages, is to create their own ecosystems within the DAO. So we are actually in Nación Bankless, but there are going to be a lot of birds of, I don't know, Bankless Turkey, Bankless Malaysia, and everything related to their own content. So we created this ecosystem because we saw the needs about LATAM, that I don't know, we don't know what's happening in Argentina, what's happening in Chile or in Paraguay. So we started to know that this needs to be fulfilled with content and also news about the ecosystem. So we have a lot of projects. Also, the actually birth of public goods, Bankless public goods, they're going to start making in real life events that to talk about all these initiatives. And also we have actually a similar fund to give shoes, food, and also transportation for the people that is in outside of the hospitals, that they don't have the means to go to their home or to eat in a day. So I think that we have a lot of projects actually. We started translating, but we are like doing a lot actually. So thank you for the time.
Amazing. I guess, does anyone have any questions? Please feel free to unmute and I'll pass it to you. But my first question is you mentioned that you're feeding the homeless, you're doing all sorts of cool stuff. Is that what your Giveth project is about? Or is that it's about all the things, I guess?
It's not about all the things. Well, the first problem that we actually have is that Bankless DAO doesn't have like an ecosystem to retrieve to their DAOers. So we actually like doing like $3 or $4 a day for our work. So that's some of the reasons that a lot of our people just left the DAO, because they need to win to eat or just to buy their own shoes. So this is for funding for all the ecosystem that to make us like to be alive for another months in the front. So it's about all the funding for all this ecosystem that is going to be like distributed in all the different projects that we have.
Is Bankless, I know Breachies was telling me the other day about ETH Mexico. Are you guys gonna, is Nación Bankless gonna end up in ETH Mexico?
I think it's a big alpha. Yes, we are actually trying to go to ETH Mexico. We are also trying to fund ETH Mexico. I'm going to start making a proposal to Bankless DAO global events to get like, we don't have a lot of money, but we want to help to onboard more people in ETH Mexico, and also we are trying to create a side event about public goods in Bankless DAO. So yes, we are going to go over there to help the ETH Mexico ecosystem.
I just want to say that as a newly verified project, you are totally eligible to be participating in the Meet the Makers. So I already sent a message to Karen and would love to invite you over and have you have your project to be pitched across our streamed social medias.
Yahoo! Just I'm happy. Sorry, you get all the people that is here just makes me like, I don't know, with a lot of energy and happiness.
Nice. Any more questions for Nación Bankless? Okay, cool. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming, Karen and Cheo and how do you say your handle? CryptoRuMD?
Actually, I'm a rheumatologist, so that's the reason why I'm CryptoReu. So the people, you can call me Eric, or I don't know, my friends just tell me Reumas or something like that.
Reumas. Very cool. Cool. Well, then that's our show. Well, thank you, Bankless, and thank you, Nación Bankless, and thank you all for coming to our 170th community call. Next week will be 171. I'll see you there. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thanks.